The cop laughed at the boy until his dad showed up. Red and blue lights flashed across the quiet neighborhood street, painting houses and sidewalks with color. Curtains moved as curious neighbors peeked outside to see what was going on. 12-U. Aiden, a Native American boy from the Lakota tribe, stood on the sidewalk next to his bike. A tall police officer with a stern face gripped Aiden's wrist tightly. "You really expect me to believe your dad's in the special forces?" the officer said with a smirk. His laugh was sharp and mean. "Yeah, right. Good one, kid." Aiden held his ground and tried not to show fear. "He's coming," he said. "He'll be here any minute." The officer rolled his eyes and let out another laugh. "Sure he is." Aiden was used to people not believing him. He'd heard it before, like, "Where'd you get that bike?" Or "What are you doing in this neighborhood?" He'd learned to stay calm, be polite, and not make things worse. That day, he was just heading home from basketball practice. But the cop said he looked like someone who had stolen a bike, and now, here they were. When the officer laughed at the mention of his dad, something inside Aiden snapped. Not from anger, but from the unfairness of it all. The officer grabbed his radio and said something into it. Then he started to take out a pair of handcuffs. "We're going for a little ride. To the station. We'll figure this out there." Aiden's heart pounded. He knew what figuring it out usually meant. Then came the sound of screeching tires. A black SUV pulled up fast behind the police car. The officer turned quickly, hand moving to his holster. The car door swung open, and a tall man stepped out. His boots hit the pavement hard. His walk was steady. His eyes locked straight on the officer. Aiden felt a wave of relief. "Dad," he whispered. The officer stepped back slightly, unsure. "Sir, we're just responding to a possible theft. What you're doing," Aiden's father said calmly, his voice deep and controlled, "is harassing my son." Another officer got out of the patrol car and walked over. "We got a call. Someone said a kid stole a bike, and he matches the description." Aiden's father didn't blink. He reached into his pocket and pulled out his military ID. He held it up for them to see. "Want to check mine too?" The first officer looked at the ID, then at the badge on it, and finally at the man standing in front of him. The color drained from his face. It was true. This man was Special Forces. The street went completely quiet. Even the crickets seemed to stop. The officer stammered, "Look, we were just trying to do what?" Aiden's father interrupted, stepping closer. "Teach my son that no matter how good he is, some people will always think he's a suspect." Aiden felt his chest tighten. He hated this feeling. The cold silence, the stares, and the way his dad's jaw clenched to hold back his anger. The officer slowly raised one hand. "There's no need for this to go further." "You're right," Aiden's dad said firmly. "Then let him go. Now." The officer hesitated, then finally unlocked the cuffs and let Aiden go. The patrol car backed away slowly, its lights still flashing, until it disappeared into the dark. Aiden let out a long breath. His shoulders relaxed. His dad stepped closer and gently placed a hand on his back. "You okay?" Aiden nodded, but his voice was soft. "Why does this always happen?" His dad didn't answer right away. Then he said, quietly, "Because some folks need a badge or a uniform before they show you respect. But you don't owe them anything." They walked home together under the blinking streetlights. Crickets sang in the grass, and for the first time, Aiden truly understood. His father's strength didn't just come from being a soldier. It came from standing tall, even when the world tried to push him down.